Well, I got started with horses at a very young age and was just raised around them, been with them all my life. And basically, the horse is basically the only way I've made my living. About to retire, so I've spent a career with them, one form or another. Initially, I was doing the horseshoeing for the city of Waco when this job opportunity came open, and that's how I got hired on with the city. That's how I knew about the job. Initially started working here with Nora Shell, who's at the wetlands now. She and I rode together for a long time. One of the first things what I do when I bring Pete in to get him groomed up and ready for a ride is I clean all 4 of his feet and just make sure he doesn't have anything in them and clean the mud out of them and whatnot. So the first thing I'm going to do with Pete after I clean his feet is I'll use a little bit of a stiffer brush. I don't use a stiffer brush on his face or below his knees. And all we're doing is just getting the dirt loose on him. We'll use a softer brush, and this one's soft, so we can use it on his face and on his neck and his whole body. We'll comb his tail and his mane out. So on these, right now, I'll use a little bit of mosquito spray on Pete's face, and the mosquitoes are pretty bad down there, so I spray it on a rag and we'll put that on his face and go down into the park. They won't be bugging him as much, hopefully. And we'll do that on both sides, and we'll put some fly spray on him. Horsemanship is something that you never accomplish. You're always learning it. Hard to say you're a horseman because nobody really ever is. It's just a thing you're working on being. You're learning all the time. Mounted patrol usually comes in 2 forms. That's either police, or for us it's park rangers. So we're not in a police role. So what it makes, what the horse does for us here in Cameron Park is, it's a very good public relations tool. People are very attracted to a horse. You can see if you're down here, Pete stands out, and what people see him real easy. We're very approachable if you have a question or if you need us. We don't just blend in, and that's a very big point of patrol, is to be seen. Being seen's one of the biggest things we can do. So the more we're seen, the better off we are for the park. People know that we're in contact with Waco PD, and we can act as eyes and ears for them. We can be used as public relations. We also work a very diverse trail system, and we're in there finding anything that may be wrong with the trail. We could get to someone injured. We could help find someone that's lost, sometimes easier than a person in a vehicle. The day in the life of a park ranger on a horse just has a lot of variables to it. It can depend on the crowds in the park and the weather, so many variables to it. It's interesting because when you start this job, as I did, I knew how to get by on the horse okay, but I didn't know how to do the job. You're doing a job on a horse. So for years, and even today, to my last day here, I'll still be learning how to do the job better. Every day I can do the job better. So Pete came off a ranch. We bought him from Jim and Dana Richmond in Valley Mills. He comes off a ranch. He comes right here to the middle of town as a 3-year-old. He's never been to town, and he learns to work this area. He learns to work every imaginable and some unimaginable things and keep me safe and keep the public safe while he's doing it. I find the horse, and I just go through the same process anyone does for a horse. There's certain criteria that we're looking for in a horse. So when we find a horse and it meets that criteria, we call the person as it for sale. If it sounds good to us, we'll go try the horse, And then we'll bring it here and we'll try it for 30 days and make sure that we really don't ever know. Till we get the horse down here in the park, we can only use a criteria of if it'll make it and what the horse's experience will be. After 30 days, if we feel like the horse will make it, then it's just day after day after day of doing it. There's no secrets to getting a horse like Pete. It's just doing it over and over. You could think of it as practice. We're just practice, 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 practice. So it's just amazing to me what the horse will learn if you treat them right and you listen to them, and that partnership is this a really special thing that you have. Oh man, my feelings towards my time as a park ranger is just blessed. Was a wonderful opportunity that I probably didn't know in the beginning how good the opportunity was, but in hindsight, it's just been a wonderful opportunity to be able to have a career on a horse and work, the way I've worked every day to get up and come in and get on a horse and go to work. It's been just an incredible opportunity.